You're telling Uncle Travis not Gunda?
It's not Gunda, it's Freddy.
Freddy? Nice. I like Freddy. Freddy's a girl?
Frida is a girl. Freddy is the nickname. But yes.
Nice. All right, that does it for a little bit of that new news brought to you by American Express. Let's get to a little bit of that out of the house, which is brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. It is officially tax season. Not gonna lie, if you haven't gotten them in yet, you might want to get them in or get it done with TurboTax. As you're watching this, Jason and I are actually out of the house down in Augusta, Georgia at the one and only Masters tournament down there at Augusta National. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a pretty fun experience. The last time I went, I think I mentioned this earlier, the last time I went right after COVID, and there were like limited amount of people, no grandstands at all, if any. Maybe a few were up, and it was a very mild experience, but I got to see the Masters for, what it was. I got to see the course in Augusta National and how it's like a botanical garden in a sense, with all the azaleas and the flower pots and the trees and just the natural beauty that the place has. That was an amazing experience, but I'm pumped to see this thing at full go. Like, everybody is jacked up for this Masters. Yeah. Everybody's, excited to see if Rory can, stay on top like he did last year. I think there's a lot of excitement going into this one, and I'm pumped to just hang with my friends, that the group of guys that we're going into it with, as well as enjoy some of at least one day with Jason.
I think to everybody that hasn't been to the Masters, it's a event second to none. The way it's done, there's nothing else like it. Like, there's obviously great history in it, dating back to 1934. It's special, not just because of how incredible the course is, but how it's run by Augusta National. All the people in the hospitality, a bunch of teachers take on second jobs because they're on spring break. So a lot of the workers there are actually school teachers in the surrounding community. There's obviously everything that happens at the course, but then outside of that, there's so many parties and events and concerts and homes that are throwing things all week long down there. It's really turned into such a week of just, festivities that
it's the Super Bowl of golf. It's the biggest tournament. It's the biggest showing. It's the top players in the world that know this is the one that determines the greatness and the greatest that have ever played this game.
And there's something really beautiful with the no phones thing. And there's so many things that everybody goes. I went to Sunrise Mass this past week, and we're all taking pictures of the sunrise, and it's beautiful. But the fact that you're not allowed to have your phone in there makes everybody be present in a way that's very just breathtaking, because you have to take in the scenery and the moments and the shots, but also that you're all doing it together. There's just this very communal aspect of the love of golf that has every walk of life down there, CEOs or guys that won their tickets in a raffle, and everybody's in the same position. And, whoever puts their chair down first, that's going to be their spot. That's what the tradition is. And it's a really awesome event, and something that I don't think really replicates that I've seen.
There's nothing like it.
I'm really excited to do that. I'm excited. Again, I keep mentioning these pimento cheese sandwiches. I'm definitely getting another one of them. Start stacking cups. I'm going to be broadcasting the par 3, as everybody knows. So I'm excited to see that for the first time and to get a chance to chop it up with some of the best players in the world.
I'll say this. I've had the pleasure of fucking meeting a lot of these guys on the PGA Tour, man, and a lot of the guys on the LIV Tour. It's hard to say I'm rooting for just one guy, or I think this guy will win it, because I don't want to shortchange anybody else that I have like a good relationship with. But
Travis went quiet for just a second after Travis Kelce cleared his throat on the podcast. His voice carried that familiar mix of confidence and playful nerves. What he said next, however, was something no one listening expected. Travis announced that after months of conversations with NASA, he had officially been confirmed as part of the Artemis 3 lunar mission crew. In other words, the Kansas City Chiefs superstar was preparing to become the first NFL player to head to the moon. But while fans online exploded with shock, The most unforgettable reaction came from someone much closer to home, young Wyatt. The moment Wyatt heard the news, the calm atmosphere inside the house vanished. For 2 seconds there was silence. Then came a loud burst of laughter and disbelief as Wyatt jumped up from the rug like a rocket launching from a pad. His teddy bear flew into the air as he dashed around the dining table, arms stretched wide like wings. Uncle Travis went to space. Uncle Travis is a real astronaut. He shouted, barely able to contain his excitement. Wyatt's parents could hardly keep it together. His mother covered her mouth while laughing, tears forming in her eyes from the sheer joy of the moment. His father held up his phone, recording every second while trying to calm the energetic whirlwind racing around the room. But calming Wyatt down was nearly impossible. He wrapped his arms tightly around his mother before firing off a string of questions that sounded like they came straight from a kid's dream journal. Will Uncle Travis wear a red Chief spacesuit? Will he bring a football to the moon? Can he throw me a pass from space? Moments later, Wyatt ran to his room with a mission of his own. His desk quickly transformed into what he proudly called his space station. Colored paper, pencils, and markers spread everywhere as he began drawing his vision of the future. The picture showed Travis in a shiny astronaut suit, helmet glowing, holding a football shaped like Earth. Next to him was a tiny figure wearing a number 87 jersey, Wyatt himself. Underneath the drawing he wrote in huge letters, "Uncle Travis and Wyatt fly to Mars. Best uncle ever." As Wyatt lay on the floor staring at his masterpiece, kicking his legs with excitement, he whispered one final thought that perfectly captured the moment. "Uncle Travis, you fly really fast, don't you? Did you see how round the Earth is?"